Today we are going to talk about some updates to the Princess Prizes program. We've got information on what the COVID protocols are for an upcoming Panama Canal cruise on Princess, on the Caribbean Princess. We're going to talk about what the COVID protocols are if you're taking a cruise in Japan this year. That's really valuable, I think, if you're thinking about taking a cruise there in Japan or if you've got one scheduled. We've got just some other updates that I think are going to be really helpful for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday, it's February 28th of 2023, and let's start off with the update to Princess Prizes. So if you are brand new to Princess or you're not aware, Princess Prizes is just a fun program that Princess introduced as part of they've done it since the restart, and it's included, either you get it part of the Premier package and it's included with that, or you pay $20 a day to participate. And it's just kind of a fun game kind of thing. Keep in mind that always the house wins in these kind of things, so there are odds, you know, if you're going to win something or not, and the house always comes out ahead. But it's still a fun thing and a lot of people really enjoy it. Well, we've got Let's Go family members who are on the Royal Princess this week, and they have done the Premier package because they really enjoyed the Princess Prizes game. They have done that ever since it was introduced, and they've really enjoyed it. But this week, when she posted this yesterday on Facebook, they were 2 days into their cruise, and they were already noticing that way more often they were getting, whenever they would play, they would get the message up, better luck next time. And out of all the times that they have played, they had just gotten a bouquet of flowers and a medallion accessory, which is unusual in that amount of time compared to what they're used to. And so her husband started looking into it, and sure enough, on February 20th of 2023, Princess introduced some changes to their Princess Prizes program. So you would either win prizes, and then you would also get entries for the grand prize drawing for the cruise. And so they have made a few changes, and she was so kind to send me the screenshots on his phone so that we would get an idea of some of the changes. And so the list of prizes that you can win is much longer, but the odds for winning what people would win the most often have really the odds have gone down of winning them. And so I picked a few that I think are a few of the more key things. So first of all, we've got like a $25 onboard credit. The chances of you getting that used to be 1 in 25, and now it's 1 in 500. That's a big difference. Your $250 onboard credit used to be 1 in 2,000. Sorry, it used to be 1 in 250. Now it is 1 in 2,000. So that's a big difference. The chef's table that people would enjoy and could win that as a prize, the chances of that used to be 1 in 2,500, and it has gone down to 1 in 2,000. So that's an improvement. You've got a better chance of getting the chef's table. Then the other thing that I was really interested in, there's this cruise for 2 in a balcony that they give away every time. Your chances of winning that used to be 1 in 25,000, and now it is 1 in 100,000. And then the other one I'll just note, winning a cruise a year for 10 years for 2 people in a balcony. It used to be that the chances were 1 in 10 million, and once again it is still 1 in 10 million. And so that one hasn't changed. So I thought that might give you a broad overview. Some of the things that you can win win a bouquet of flowers, a medallion accessory, a $200 FE gift certificate. Let's see, what are some more of the other ones? Wine tasting for 2, Good Spirits Mixology, a Chef's Ultimate Pizza Making Experience, Entertainment Enthusiast Pass. I don't know what that one is. But there's just all these different prizes you can win. And so I thought I would try to bring you all up to date on that so that you know what to expect the next time you get on the ship. She said that based on their experience so far, they're not going to participate in that anymore because it doesn't seem like it's worth it to them for what they're spending. So I'll be really excited to hear from her at the end of her cruise and see what she thinks, but it seems like they'll be moving on and using their money on something else on board the ship. Now, another thing that kind of goes along with this, and I have heard of this a lot and I have experienced it myself from trying to help people, so if you gamble in the casino enough, Princess will give you offers. They'll give you offers. Sometimes you get a free cruise based on how much you participate in the casino. Sometimes you get a better rate for a cruise, and often they will add like casino core credit or free play so that you have that to get started when you go on your next cruise. And I have heard and I have experienced that it is much harder to get those given to you even if the offer has been extended. It's so much harder to get it applied to your cruise. And so I felt like several people have let me know about this, and so I'll share it with you, that basically you have to keep calling, and Princess does have a VIP casino phone number. You have to call a lot of times and keep checking and get someone who will really help you be able to get those applied. So the main reason that I'm letting you know this is so that if you receive that, like, try not to give up. I know that it's really hard. It's very disappointing. I don't know what the hard thing is about it, but it's really hard. I know I helped someone with a Royal Caribbean casino offer, and you have to wait on hold for a long time, absolutely, with the Casino Royale. But when you get somebody, they can do it, except for he messed one thing up, but that's okay. They got their offer and they got their free play money. And so I just wanted to make you aware of that. Keep calling, keep trying. It's not just you that is having a hard time with it. Alrighty. The other thing that is really important with Princess, and I keep getting emails about this, and I feel like it's really important that I say again how much I enjoy cruising on Princess. I don't think that Princess is bad at all. I think they have a lot of amazing employees. I think that I love Princess. I keep cruising on them. I look forward to cruising on Princess. I have gotten countless now emails from people who are getting phone calls from people saying that they are from Princess and that they are wanting them to buy a package or several different things. So it is rumored, and I have heard, that Princess does have a new program that they are coming out for marketing. However, I don't know who is calling you, and you don't know who is calling you. So be so cautious. Just because someone calls and says they are from Princess, don't assume that they're from Princess this day and age. Be very cautious. I would hope that any cruise line, whether it's Princess, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, anybody trying to roll out a new program, I think it's really important to make an announcement about it. And I also think it's really important, if it's something that's significantly different, talk about it on the cruise ships. Give people a flyer about it. Send people an email that is undeniably from you so that they can get the information that way. I think that marketing over the phone has gotten so hard with the number of scams. So I'm just telling you this so that you know to be cautious. And I don't know who's calling you. I wish I knew more about it, but I don't. I don't even know what all the premises are of it. So you couldn't even tell me the list of the things you're going to get for me to say, oh, that's the right thing. I don't know. So hopefully we will be hearing more about that coming up, but please just be really cautious, okay? Now, on to Japan. So I had mentioned a while ago that, it's really exciting that the Diamond Princess is back over in Japan. Those cruises are going this spring. It's really exciting. It's been a long time since cruising has taken place in Japan, literally since March of 2020, when everything happened with the Diamond Princess there. But to me, it's thrilling, and when you look at the prices on those cruises, they are a good fare. They are a good deal. And so I know that if you're wanting to go to Japan, you need to know, though, what is expected if you are going to go. So this notice that our Let's Go family members shared, they got because they were going to go on a cruise to Japan this year, this springtime. And it starts off by reminding everybody that while COVID-19 is a part of life in most countries, and Japan has relaxed a variety of their travel entry restrictions, the country still operates at an elevated COVID response level that involves a number of health protocols and requirements. So if you are going to fly into Japan, before you go, you have to create an account on their Visit Japan website. It says each entry into Japan needs to be registered to this account, and so then you have to click on the little plus that it says new registration under your registered planned entry or returning. And so when you're flying there, you have to fill out all 3 sections. It says there's a quarantine section, an immigration clearance, and a customs declaration. It says screenshot or print for the quarantine use only section once complete to show when you're debarking the plane. So you fill all this out. You take a screenshot of the quarantine section that you have filled out. I am sure that it's requiring the information of what you're going to, where you're going to quarantine if you have to quarantine. So take a screenshot of that so that you can show them that as you're getting off the plane in Japan. Okay. It says the info you input may generate a QR code that you'll want to keep and show up on request. And then you have to enter your flight information. And so that's everything getting to Japan. Now, when you board, it says you have to wear a mask upon arrival at the cruise terminal and throughout the embarkation process. So all guests who are aged 18 and over have to have their first dose of the COVID vaccine at least 14 days before you go, and must also have received 1 booster prior to embarkation. So you've got to take your vaccine certificates with you. It says they've got to be in English or Japanese, and guests who are under 18 are not required to be vaccinated if they're traveling with their fully vaccinated parent or guardian. And children who are under 5, guests who are age 5 and over, you have to have a photo that has a time and date stamp on it. So, you know, like if you take a photo of something on your cell phone, it tells you when it was and the date on there. It usually tells you where you were too. At least mine does. And so you need to have a photo that has the date and time that you took the photo of a negative self-administered COVID-19 rapid antigen test done within 24 hours of embarkation. And it says all the testing and vaccine info you have to put into the app. We were used to doing that during the cruising restart when you had to upload everything that way. And it says testing's not going to be available at the port. So if I was going to Japan, I would take one of those eMed tests with me. Whatever test you want to take a test with you so that when you get there, you're not trying to track one down. And then finally, when you are on the ship, you're going to have to wear your mask in all of the public areas. And then there's requirements for if you end up testing positive for COVID. So just make sure that you are aware of that. So basically, if you test positive for COVID when you're on your cruise or when you arrive there, you have to isolate for 7 days. And you can they're going to give you the option that you can either stay on the ship, like if the end of your cruise comes before your 7 days is done, they're going to give you the option to stay on the ship and then get off when your 7 days is done, and Princess will help you travel back to the airport. Or you can get off and go to a hotel, finish your quarantine there, and then you'll be free to get on your flight to go back home again. So to me, it's like, it seems really quite straightforward. It's like last year when when I went to Vancouver and Canada was requiring testing and all this stuff. You had to use their ArriveCan app. It sounds like it is a lot the same. A little bit more of a hoop to jump through, but if you have the chance to go, I think it's lovely to get to go on a cruise in Japan. That is definitely on our bucket list. So if you've got any questions, put them down below and I'll let you know. Okay? And if anybody is receiving updates for any of the COVID requirements or anything else for any of your cruises coming up, we'd love to hear from you, whether it's on Princess, Celebrity, Holland America, whoever you're sailing on. It really helps all of us, and I've noticed that every once in a while someone will not receive an email that they should receive, and so it helps keep us all informed as well. The last thing that I wanted to let you know is we've got a Let's Go family member who said that they are going on a Panama Canal cruise on the Caribbean Princess, departing on March 12th of 2023, and the requirement for that is if you are over 18, you must be fully vaccinated, which includes both boosters due. And it says that the requirement is for Cartagena, Colombia, is who is asking that. So let us know if you have any other requirements that are due on any of your cruises, or if you hear any other updates, because it really helps us all to stay up to date. If you haven't subscribed yet, will you please go ahead and subscribe to our channel? We'd love to have you with us, and I think you'll love being part of our Let's Go family. If you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.